It is time for another Stuff vidcast.
The vidcast is back.
As usual, I am here, I am Tom, and this guy is Matt.
How you doing?
So what we wanted to do this week was, instead of doing lots of different topics and inevitably spending like 30 minutes
waffling on about nothing,
we're going to waffle on for about 9 minutes, and most of the waffling is going to be about the Xbox One.
Yeah, we realised that we just end up kind of talking ourselves into corners, and as you watch every single episode, it will just get shorter and shorter and shorter till there's almost no point of having an introduction. But swiftly moving on, Xbox One.
Xbox One.
We're excited. Are you excited? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Good.
I don't think they can talk.
Click like.
They can comment, I guess. Yeah, no, obviously really excited. This year is becoming a really big year for gaming.
It is.
We've already seen kind of what will run inside the PS4, although we haven't actually seen the box. I think seeing the box is quite important.
Yeah, I thought that... So just to give you the breakdown, the Xbox and Microsoft launched the first looks at the Xbox One earlier this week. Tom stayed up till late at night watching the 3-hour-long press conference or however it was, talking about basically relaunching the brand and how it's going forward, which we're going to go through with you in the next couple of minutes. More importantly, as we said, they showed us what it will look like, and people need to see that. After everyone was so disappointed when the PlayStation was rumored, and it was kind of fizzled.
Felt like we got gypped. Like PlayStation were going to show us the PlayStation 4 and then didn't show us. But Microsoft have shown us. It looks really pretty. It's a lot more like just a regular box you'd have. It looks like a home cinema.
Yeah,
it's like the green. It doesn't light up green anymore. Like it's been toned down. Would you say toned down?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you can see on the screen right now, it looks sleek. I think people are complaining that it just kind of looks like a standard black box, but I think what they're trying to do is not make it seem so invasive, seem like it's just part of your furniture in everyone's house. And I think that's the general gist of it. I mean, Tom, what can you tell me about how it's different, how the Xbox One will be different from the Xbox 360?
All right, cool. So we'll go the same way that kind of they did in their epically long launch. All right, so the Xbox One, like all self-respecting future gadgets, it's going to be voice activated. So you walk in the living room, sit down, and you can say things like Xbox On, which will turn it on.
Nice.
Xbox TV, which will take you to live TV. Play game, volume up, volume down, all that sort of lovely stuff will all be done via voice. And there's also loads of gestures. So Kinect has been kind of massively improved, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But there's gestures now, so you can kind of do this, and that kind of brings out a little snap screen. So you can do things like if you're watching sports, you can have a Twitter feed up, or you can even have your fantasy football team. Americans love fantasy football, by the way. If you didn't know that, they really do love it.
Yeah, but I mean, so what you're saying here is that they really want to make it into like your home entertainment center as opposed to just a gaming box.
Yeah, like you and I could be playing a game of Call of Duty, and I could also be Skyping my parents at the same time and watching them on a little screen next to where we're playing.
It's an interesting dynamic. I don't know if your parents would want to hear the kind of language that comes out of your mouth when we play Call of Duty together.
Bravo down.
Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down. So kind of in the demo as well, there are lots of gestures, and it'll work with your phone and your tablet as well. So kind of there should be lots of ways to control it. Again, in the presentation, everything was absolutely flawless. It's a presentation. I know Xbox right now has got voice commands, but I can't get mine to work. Can you get yours to work?
No.
I've never talked to my Xbox and have it work.
No.
So hopefully, I mean, obviously Microsoft will have put a lot of time into it. It's been, 8 years since the last one? So it should all work perfectly.
I'm excited, but I mean, yeah. Or what do they do in America? They knock on wood in America. That's an American thing. Just touch it. You don't need to knock on the wood.
It's called knock on wood.
No, that's just what Americans say. Brits say touch wood.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Touch wood.
Torchwood's
Google it.
Something different.
That guy, Barrowman? I don't trust him.
Right, so specs. I'll Google it later. Specs. This new Xbox is powered by the AMD Jaguar, which is not a car.
It's a cat.
Yeah.
So it's powered by a cat.
AMD Jaguar processor.
Better. Okay.
It's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive. It's got 5 billion transistors.
Is that good?
It's big. I can only imagine it's good. Bigger is usually better. 5 billion is a large number. Certainly. It's not small. It's got 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, USB 3.0. It's got a Blu-ray drive, which is quite interesting.
Okay, excellent. So it's kind of taking up what Sony did with the last PlayStation.
Yeah,
having a Blu-ray drive.
And I think you kind of know where Xbox are going with this in the fact that they concentrated on entertainment, and now they've got a Blu-ray kind of a Blu-ray thing in here as well. It wants to be your home entertainment system. That's what it wants to be. It doesn't want to be just games anymore. It wants to do your TV for you, your Skyping for you, your music for you, and like your Blu-ray, your TV watching. It wants to do all that sort of lovely stuff.
Is that the end of Blu-ray in your mind then? So if PlayStation have launched it, included with a Blu-ray player, the Xbox One now has a Blu-ray player. Why would you buy a Blu-ray player? Why wouldn't you just buy a video game console that plays Blu-ray?
That was always going to be the case. That's still the case. I wouldn't. I think we recommend, as far like home theater systems go, the PS3 is always kind of number 3 as far as home theaters go. And now this is just going to make it smarter. So no, there'll be dumb Blu-ray players and smart Blu-ray players.
As you may also see on the graphics on screen, they've not completely redone the controller, but they've redone the controller. Makes it look simpler, makes it look nice, uncomplicated, and what else is there in there, Tom?
It's still kind of the same, but it's good. I don't think the Xbox controller feels much better than PlayStation, certainly. So there wasn't really much they could change. It looks nicer.
So it's just aesthetics then?
It looks nicer. I think there's a bigger battery in there too, which is nice. Also, one cool thing is that, when it vibles?
Vibles?
When it vibles, which is, I think, Russian for vibrate.
Right.
What's it called? Rumble Pack. That was from N64. But, it's called...
Rumble. So yeah, we're in a rumbles, right?
It's called feedback.
Is it?
I think so.
Feedback's what you get in the questionnaire.
Tactile feedback.
Tactile feedback. That just sounds like something you'd have to pay for in Russia.
It's the rumbly thing. They can now direct that to the triggers, but a different one. So let's say you got shot from the left, my left trigger could go...
Nice.
And then it'll go...
Gosh, the little things, huh?
So let's talk about the games. The games are kind of most important. They're what we're excited about. I know that's TV stuff that probably won't work here because we're in the UAE. Love it. The games. So EA Games are going to have FIFA, Madden, NBA Live, and UFC. That's the big 4 they're kind of focusing on. All will launch this year. All will look amazing. And they're obviously going to be using all those transistors, those billions of transistors, to do some really cool stuff.
5 billion?
There's 5 of them. And apparently there's a few Xbox exclusives. The Ultimate Team from FIFA 14 is going to be an Xbox One exclusive.
I mentioned other things like Forza Motorsports. Is that in there?
Yeah, Forza Motorsports 5 is going to be available at launch. It's Turn 10 Studios. The last Forza looked amazing and was pretty fun. I'm not really into driving games, but...
Yeah,
but it does well. A lot of people do. And so that's going to be out, so that's really cool. We're going to see more of that at E3. New game from the guys who made Max Payne. I love Max Payne. Max Payne raised me.
I watched that film the other night.
Max Payne?
Yeah.
The one where... What?
With Wahlberg, right?
I thought you were just talking about The Matrix in general.
No.
Which was pretty much...
the film, Max Payne.
Yeah, it's not a very good film. Yeah. Well, anyway... Game's better. Yeah, game is better, and these guys aren't making a film with Mark Wahlberg. They're making any other game. It's called Quantum Break. It is, I think, all about kind of time travel and that sort of thing. And it is being heralded as a revolutionary entertainment experience.
Wow, blow me down, Olive.
Because there's going to be a TV show and the game, and stuff that happens in the TV show will reflect what goes on in the game.
Wow, so nothing like Defiance.
Exactly like Defiance.
Right.
The Defiance is, again, a TV show and stuff that happens in the game. Although this game will probably be better because that game was pants. Next one, Call of Duty Ghosts. So instead of doing kind of Modern Warfare 4, these guys have decided to do kind of an all-new game, all-new storyline, which is written by the guy who wrote Traffic.
Okay, but the screenwriter.
The Oscar-winning screenwriter.
Oh.
And it's all based around urban guerrilla combat.
Gorillas?
No, not guerrillas. Elite special forces. And you shoot a lot of people, obviously, and things will blow up. And there'll be a new story. But there's a dog in it.
Okay, can you play as the dog?
The dog, yeah.
And gorilla?
Dogs and gorillas. And yeah.
Interesting.
Those are the games.
Big question then, to end it. When is it launched?
At the Xbox conference, they said it was going to launch later this year.
Oh.
We kind of think they'll give us a launch date in E3, which is a couple of weeks away, and it'll definitely be out for Christmas. I think maybe in October, November.
Okay, as early as that?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Definitely.
Okay, well, makes sense, doesn't it? And how will it be available in the UAE? And we doubt the TV synchronicity will be
I think
on offer here.
Xbox out here.
Should it be a worldwide launch? Or?
Yeah, Xbox out here are pretty switched on. Although it took them a long time to get Xbox Live. Take that back. We only got Xbox Live this year. They'll be pretty switched on. It'll be a global launch.
Cool.
When people get it, we will also get it too very quickly.
Excellent. Excited times. Gadget of the week.
Gadget of the week. We'll do this one quickly because it's not really a gadget. It's more of a protection for a gadget.
What have you got then?
This is the Lunatic Tactic
The
Extreme.
Lunatic Tactic.
It's called Lunatic, but with lots of K's.
Right.
And this is called the Extreme. This is called the Lunatic Tactic Extreme 5.
Well, that's a mouthful.
It would be if you try to eat it.
Can you eat it?
So this is it. You have to screw it in.
So what's the deal? It's...
But as you will see, it is still working.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, does it make it waterproof?
No, it doesn't.
Does it make it smash-proof, freeze-proof, soundproof?
Soundproof? Sandproof. Yeah, it's pretty sandproof. It's pretty kind of locked in there. All this around here is all shock absorbers, so it can take a beating. This is an extra bit of Corning's Gorilla Glass. More gorillas. Gorillas taking over the world.
Planet of the Apes, man.
So that means you should be able to, you scratch it. Well, it's not really going to work. You have this really cool thing here. These where the ports are. So your headphones, it's got a silence.
But what's the point of it? I know it's just a protective case, but what are you working in a mine zone?
I think
You're working in the mines.
It makes your phone very, very big. I think if you're an engineer or something, you're on site a lot, or if you are a Chilean miner.
Yeah.
I hear they have mines in Chile.
Yeah, bad reception down there.
Not very safe either.
No.
I'm glad
they're safe.
You can do that. I guess some people will have a use for it.
Cool.
And it does look kind of awesome. It does make your phone massive, but it does look kind of nice.
And how's the sensitivity with the screen?
Works perfectly.
Cool. Excellent. Well,
that's available right now for a price that will appear on the screen.
This much.
And I think that's it from us.
Cool. Excellent. See? Shorter. Better.
Faster. Stronger. With that, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we will. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.